Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. When Calls the Heart has always been a story about journeys of the heart, about growth and resilience, and about finding love and hope even when the world feels uncertain. At the center of it all is Elizabeth Thornton, played so beautifully by Erin Krakow, who has carried the emotional weight of the show from the very first season. Now, as anticipation builds for the upcoming chapter of Hope Valley's story, Erin has teased what she calls a stunning return for Elizabeth. The choice of words has left fans buzzing with excitement. After all, when Erin Krakow promises something stunning, it usually means we are in for a season of unforgettable moments. Elizabeth's journey has been one of the richest and most layered arcs in Hallmark history. She first came to Hope Valley as a young teacher, unsure of her place in this rough but spirited frontier town. Slowly, she became not only part of the fabric of Hope Valley, but also its heart. Through her, we saw the power of resilience when she lost her beloved husband, Jack Thornton. Through her, we watched grief transform into strength. And through her, we discovered that love, even when it feels impossible, has a way of finding us again. Elizabeth has been a teacher, a mother, a widow, a friend, and a woman torn between choices of the heart. With every season, she has grown. And so too has the audience that loves her. When Erin Krakow recently hinted at Elizabeth's return, her words carried weight beyond a simple character arc. She said Elizabeth is coming back in a way that will surprise everyone, describing it as both familiar and brand new. That duality alone tells us that Season 13 won't be about recycling old storylines or leaning on safe traditions. Instead, it promises transformation. Fans are already imagining what this could mean. Some believe Elizabeth will rediscover her true calling as Hope Valley's guiding force. Others think it's a personal journey where she steps into a version of herself that is stronger, braver, and more independent than ever before. The use of the word return is fascinating. Elizabeth never physically left Hope Valley, but in recent years, her role has shifted. The story leaned heavily into her romantic life, first with Lucas and then with Nathan. While many fans were thrilled when Elizabeth finally chose Nathan, others wondered whether her identity as a teacher, as a writer, and as a leader in the town had faded into the background. Perhaps this return is not about coming back to the town she never left, but about coming back to herself, a return to her passions, to her independence, to the core of who she was when she first arrived in Hope Valley. This would not mean abandoning love or family, but rather balancing them with her own dreams. It's easy to picture what a stunning return might look like. Elizabeth could rediscover her passion for teaching in a way that reignites Hope Valley's sense of learning and growth. She could expand her influence beyond the classroom, becoming a voice for the town as it continues to evolve from a struggling settlement into a thriving community. She might even take up writing again, sharing her story with a wider world and allowing her experiences in Hope Valley to inspire others. Erin's words suggest that Elizabeth will surprise not only the characters around her, but also the audience, showing us sides of her we haven't seen before. That's what makes this tease so powerful. We know Elizabeth, but maybe we don't know her as completely as we think. Fans are particularly eager to see how her relationship with Nathan will play into this return. Their love story has just begun. But Nathan's life as a Mountie is never without danger. For Elizabeth, this means once again facing the fear of losing someone she loves to duty. Her stunning return may involve confronting this fear head-on, learning to trust Nathan fully, while also not losing herself in the process. It could be a story about building a partnership where both individuals remain whole. For Elizabeth, that would mean not stepping into the shadow of a man's duty, but walking beside him with her own purpose, fully intact. Little Jack is also at the center of Elizabeth's journey. He is no longer a toddler. He's growing up and beginning to ask questions about his father and the legacy of being the son of a Mountie. For Elizabeth, this brings new challenges. How does she guide her son with honesty while also protecting his innocence? How does she teach him about courage, duty, and sacrifice without letting fear overshadow his childhood? Her return could very well mean stepping into this new stage of motherhood with wisdom and grace. Fans know that Elizabeth's best moments often come when she is balancing her personal struggles with her love for her son. Season 13 may amplify that dynamic in ways we haven't seen before. Of course, Hope Valley itself has always been as much of a character as any of its residents. The town has grown, welcomed new families, built new businesses, and faced challenges that tested its unity. As the town changes, so too must Elizabeth. A stunning return might involve her taking on a leadership role in shaping the town's future. Imagine Elizabeth leading a project to build a library or a cultural center, ensuring that Hope Valley preserves its values even as modernity creeps closer. Her natural compassion and intelligence make her a perfect candidate for guiding Hope Valley into its next chapter. Fans love her as a teacher, but seeing her step into a larger role would feel like watching a natural evolution. The reason fans are so deeply invested in Elizabeth's journey is because she is not just a character on a show. She is a reflection of their own lives. Many viewers have experienced loss, love, and the search for identity. They've seen themselves in Elizabeth's resilience and in her vulnerability. That's why Erin Krokow's words mean so much. When she says Elizabeth is about to surprise us, she is speaking directly to the fans who have walked beside Elizabeth for over a decade. They know this isn't just about a plot twist. It's about emotional truth. That is what one calls the heart does best. It delivers emotions that feel real, stories that echo our own, and moments that stay with us long after the credits roll. Another layer to consider is Erin Krakow's influence behind the scenes. As both lead actress and producer, she has a unique ability to shape Elizabeth's story. She has always been dedicated to protecting the integrity of the character and the spirit of the show. Her choice of words, calling Elizabeth's return stunning, is not accidental. It's a deliberate promise that fans should expect something big, something transformative, something that honors the past while breaking new ground. It tells us that the creative team isn't afraid to take risks. And risks, when done right, often lead to the most rewarding stories. The emotional heart of Elizabeth's return is easy to imagine. Perhaps it will be a scene where she stands at the schoolhouse once more, looking out at her students with renewed purpose. Perhaps it will be a moment where she faces the townsfolk and delivers a speech about community, resilience, and the importance of standing together. Perhaps it will be something quieter, a tender exchange with Nathan, where she finally lets go of fear and embraces hope. Whatever it is, fans will feel it deeply, because Elizabeth's story has always been about feelings more than events. Is the magic that keeps people tuning in year after year. Looking ahead, this return could mark a turning point for the entire series. For years, when Calls the Heart has been defined by Elizabeth's grief, her indecision, and her eventual path to new love. But now it may be entering a new era, one where Elizabeth is no longer defined by loss or by romantic choices, but by her own growth. This could set the stage for seasons to come, where Elizabeth leads the way not just for herself, but for all of Hope Valley. Her return could symbolize a renewal, not just for her character, but for the series as a whole. The beauty of When Calls the Heart lies in its ability to evolve while staying true to its essence. It began as a story about a young teacher finding her place in a small town. Now, over a decade later, it remains a story about community, love, and resilience, but it has grown in scope and depth. Elizabeth's stunning return promises to carry that tradition forward while giving fans something they've never seen before. It's a delicate balance, but one that Erin Krakow and the creative team seem eager to embrace. For Hearties, this is more than just television. It's a reunion with a beloved character who has been part of their lives for years. It's a chance to experience hope and inspiration at a time when the world needs it most. And it's a reminder that no matter how much we change, we can always return to the core of who we are. That is what Elizabeth represents. That is why her stunning return matters. When Erin Krakow teases, fans listen. When she promises a stunning return, fans know to expect something unforgettable. As we look toward season 13, the anticipation is not just about what will happen, but about how it will make us feel. Elizabeth is about to surprise us, move us, and remind us why her story has captured our hearts for so long. Her journey is far from over, and her return is just the beginning of an exciting new chapter.